Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives. My name is Brittany, and today, I'm just jumping on to talk. We're gonna chat about pens and some new pens and my frustrations, let's say my struggle right now. I still have these. So these are 30 inks, 30 days. All the colorful ones are pretty much 30 inks, 30 days. And all the black ones are my October currently inked, which was a little bit over the top, I must admit, for me to do that this month, since I still wanted to keep my fountain pens inked from 30 inks, 30 days, or at least the ones that I wanted to attempt to use. And so yeah, I'm not ready to get rid of the ink that I put in all these pens. Does anyone ever feel like that? I want to clean them, but then I'm like, oh, I feel wasteful of doing that. So I'm struggling with myself because I have all these pens inked and I don't want to empty them, even though I think it probably would be in my best interest to do that, to make sure that they stay in the best condition possible. I think I will do that. It's almost the end of October. I mean, granted, I did not ink my black pens until mid-October, so most of these haven't been inked for more than 2 weeks. I think my plan is to... Oh, it's my son. Finally got my son to sleep the past 4 or 5 months. He's almost 5 months, and I just haven't been able to get him to sleep on his own without me being literally right next to him. So, or right next to somebody in the family. But it's hard because my kids are almost always with me, and they can only do so much because they're not that big. So, but they are out of the house with my husband. So I finally got my son down to sleep. I'm watching him on his monitor, and now I can play. It's probably going to last for like 25 minutes. So let's jump to the point. I thought I'd share this guy. This is my Sky Bambi stationery pouch, and this was one of her recent releases. This is the medium size. She had a small, a medium, and a large, and it arrived rather quickly, or maybe just time flew by. I think I purchased it from her and it was right when I had my baby. So I think it was in June or July. And she said it was going to ship in October. And all of a sudden I get this notification that I'm getting a package from Malaysia or Africa. No, it was Malaysia, I think. And I was like, what is this package? I did not order something. And I don't know about you, but I've been getting robocalls, and I've been concerned about, people trying to scam you and scammed emails, and like trying to be cautious. And then to receive an email that says you're getting something shipped to you that you had no idea what it was going to be. I didn't get a notification from Sky Bambi that it was going to be shipped. So I was like, what is this? I even looked on her Instagram to figure out when, like, if she made a notification, because she usually does say, oh, the products are ready, they're shipping out to everyone. But I did not catch that either anywhere on her Instagram, unless it was a live or something that would like disappear after 24 hours and I just missed it. But anyway, I got the product. This is what it looks like. This is the brown. I think she only had it in this color, which is her main color. It's really pretty. It's not like super, super dark. It almost looks like a patinaed undyed color somewhat. I can compare it to my Galen leather color. This is the honey ochre. This is the honey ochre color that has definitely been patinaed. It was almost as light as this, and so that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. I also have my superior labor undyed. It does look really light in comparison, but it's not. It's actually a lot darker than what's showing on the screen. So anyway, I think this is a very, very pretty color. Here is the Esterbrook cup pouch, and this is in that tan color. So yeah, it's a pretty brown. Anyway, so it has no pockets on the outside, and actually like the top part has like a squishiness to it, like as if it has a foam, but it's firm. It's firm yet squishy. It's firm to hold its shape, and I think the firmness comes from underneath. And then above, between the leather and the firm part is like the squishy padded section. So it's really nice. So you get 2 zip pulls that are leather, so that you can zip it together or zip one side and the other side. I did spill like droplets of water from my humidifier on here when I was changing it out, and it like disappeared. I was like, oh my gosh, it's really dark. But it kind of sinks in, and it doesn't really show it as much as you would think for like maybe an undyed leather. So I have a lot of stuff in here. I honestly didn't prepare for this video in advance, but I did stuff some things in here so you could see how it looks in the wild, I guess you could say. So if I open it up, we get, oh wow, I did not even notice that this was here. That's funny. Obviously I'm still discovering this pouch. I have more fountain pens in here, but I was also testing out what kind of fountain pens would fit. And she always has like a lot of stationery items, and she always has like the perfect stationery to fit in all of her bags and pouches. But for me, it's like I have to find what items I want to put in here. Obviously, she's making it for her and people like her who like to put their stationery and take it on the go with them. So obviously she would have the perfect fit for her items since she's the creator. But you get this little like holder here, so you could slip in something here if you want to. Everything is made of leather, so if it's tight, it could possibly stretch. So that's something I have to consider when I want to put something in a place that I know is probably not, is not going to elasticize. So this under here is a spot to put something, and I'm trying to figure out what I could put there. And I've been meaning to look back at her Instagram page to see what she chooses to put back here. But I think like papers, anything that you want to maybe journal with could go back here. Something that is flat so that it maintains this leather piece. You do get, obviously it's like a thin little thing here. That's a little too thick. What about my vanishing point? I'm sure you could just clip things on too. Yeah, I can clip that on if you want to. So this, I completely didn't realize that was there. I've only had this for about a week and a half now. And the nice thing I do like is this piece here. So this is a leather strap that goes through these holes, and you can adjust the size that you want per pen. And then it hooks into here, which then you could take out. It has like a little place to hold this strap, so it's not just flapping. And I thought that was pretty cool. So you can pull and adjust accordingly, or tighten it a little bit more if you want it tightened. And so these are adjustable, which means it could fit just about any pen you have. And then we have this little pouch, which is super cute and could be used for little accessories. You can even put a scissors in here, clips. You can even hide maybe your little nibs if you want to in here. Not this, this is too thick. But if you had nibs, you could put that in here too, in this net place, or this netted pocket. And then you have room for some washi. So these are PET tapes, which typically are a little bit wider than washi tapes. But if I had just washi tapes, I'm pretty sure I could put, you know, if I had like the thinner ones, let's see. Let's get this guy out. So if I had something like these or like these, I'm sure I could fit quite a few regular size washi in there. So, but 2 regular size rolls fit really well. And then inside the pouch, when it was empty, came this part. And this was pretty cool because you can put it here in case you don't want this sitting in here, because it's held as it has these two button, what do you call these button things? Yeah, I mean, I think this is the cutest little pouch. And obviously it doesn't have, it's curved and it allows for your washi, but it's also squarish, so you could put other things in here that could fit. Maybe some of your like if you have wooden stamps could fit in here. What else? Little samples of ink could fit in here as well. So I think that's pretty cool, so that if you wanted to use this somewhere else, you can, and then you don't have this little odd space here. Maybe you can even fold this back like that. So it's like, so that really becomes like a pull tab and kind of sits right in there. Pretty cool. So I like to keep everything together. And then, you know, you still have room. You can even, I just kind of tucked it back here, but if I wanted to, I could put that right in there. And this goes, and you just kind of push it down and it snaps into place like that. Okay, so for this side, we get this leather pouch, and it actually has some pop-off connectors, and so you could take this out and then leave it open. And I guess that's the whole point with this one too. You could take this out and leave it open, and it could just be fountain pens or pens, utensils, and then just a blank open space for whatever. So I do like how she has this, and these are, it's like modular, so she has them on all of her products, and I want to say the distances are pretty much the same on majority of her products, so you can use these on other bags of hers if you have like her whole collection. I do have one other thing from hers that was my very first item I purchased from her. This leather is slightly different. So this is also the Sky Bambi brown color, and you can see here. And then she has, again, these tabs here, and they are about the same distance from each other. So that's pretty cool that she has that. I haven't tried this yet, but I think I can connect this one here. So obviously this was meant for a different bag, but it does fit this bag. And I guess if I wanted to move this, it would fit in here. Pretty cool. So I love how she thought of that to keep things pretty similar from one product to the next, so that you can interchange all of these pouches to all the different bags that she has. Okay, so back to this one. So it does have loops. I'm not quite sure if you'd want to put fountain pens and fountain pens on this side because they can touch. Some people don't like that, but just for the sake of showing you what can fit here, fountain pens do fit. Now, the right side one is a little bit bigger than the one on the left. So this one's smaller than the two in the middle. This one's bigger than the two in the middle. And so you can see how this is kind of slipping and sliding. I'm pretty sure it can hold a bigger pen, like a Scribo. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what could fit in here. The end of my Kaweco fits, but not the whole barrel. But it does fit pretty snug like this, so it's not gonna fall out. So then on this side, you get two, and so it folds this way. So you do get two slip pockets, and right now I've put my Makita tape in here, and you could probably put business cards. I think it's the size of a business card because my Makita tapes also fit lengthwise as well. And so here I just kind of threw some stickers in here and my Esterbrook bookmark, so that kind of slides right in there. And then you have the zipper pocket. So the zipper pocket, I currently just have some of my scissors, my skull scissors, and then my what do you call it, box cutter. And then of course you do get the cover-ups. So this comes with it in case you don't want to use this pouch, or you have it somewhere else in a different bag perhaps. Then you can use the snaps to close that off so it looks more finished. So I really love this. Now this is, I wouldn't put too many big thick things in this pouch because then it's gonna bulk up everything else. So keep that in mind. But it does zip. I wouldn't say the zipper is as smooth as some zippers are, but it gets the job done. And so it feels really good, the leather. And then on this side is just the emptiness of the bag. Right here, so let me pick everything up. We do have two straps, which I tend to forget, but you could slip your items under there so they're just not everywhere like I had them. So if I had, you know, my sticker sheets, you could put those in here. Just like that to hold things together. Now this kind of slim item is definitely something that will not bulk up. So this is the kind of thin, you know, it won't bulk up and it won't overstretch the leather here. So this is the kind of stuff you'd wanna put in here if you're using these straps. So her design is pretty well thought out. It's just a lot of us who are into stationery and into leather, let's say stationery lovers, but also leather lovers, really have to think about how we want to make the most out of a pouch or a case like this. So I have a lot of thick things, and this is something that could accommodate that only if I were to remove stuff to accommodate, you know, the thicker stuff. But anyway, I'm still trying to figure out how I would use this. And if I had to take it with me, I feel like I would be very limited in what I could bring. But still, it's still really nice and fun to be able to use certain pouches or put them aside and use the whole container and just really make it yours. And then onto this one I've talked about before. I really love her little hook here that she used. And this is really just a pouch for accessories. So the same thing, nice leather, nice feature to be able to use these snaps. And then Also, you just have to be wary of what you put in here because you can only put so much. So, but it's also made of leather. So anyway, it's just, her items are really fun. They are quite expensive, so be wary of that. But I feel like these items are pretty well made. There are a few things here I would be, I'm a little bit worried about, like in here with just like the finishing of the leather. Seems like it could be a tad bit better, but I do feel like overall, like I could use this for a very long time, and I'm excited to see how it will patina and age over time. I could see how some of the leather is already softening, especially with this pouch here, and it just feels super soft to the touch, and it just makes you want to use it even more. That's how this is working for me. I kind of just threw everything in here it's been in here for a while. I need to adjust how I would put my pens in here and what other things I would put in here. But overall, I am happy with what I got. I think if I had only purchased the small one, it wouldn't have been enough. And I feel like I should have looked at the large one because I'm curious to see how big and how much you can stuff in the larger one. But I'm glad I did get a medium one, as you know, the price was still kind of high, and I had to consider, which one which one can I afford, but also which one would serve me best. So I'm glad I did get the medium. I hope that she does come out with more of these. Right now, I think they've just all been sold out, and I don't know the next time that she will be making them. But anyway, if you are at all like me and like leather and pouches and bags to put all your stuff in, a stationery addict, then definitely look at Sky Bambi's website and follow along on her Instagram, because that's really how she sells her products. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you in the next video.